J'ai une idée. Salut YouTube. On est de retour sur Tuer la Princesse. On a fini le jeu une première fois, mais on va essayer d'autres choses. On va essayer de faire un maximum de routes différentes. Essayer d'avoir plusieurs succès, etc. Donc aujourd'hui, on va essayer de juste partir. Non pas de partir directement, mais on va aller vers la cabane. D'ailleurs, on va y aller directement.
You make your way up the short. A warning. She will lie. We're not gonna go. Ignore him.
On va y aller directement et on va repartir en fait. On va la laisser là.
The entire blade. You take the blade from the. The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice carries.
Who's there?
She sounds. Don't let it fool you. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain. She's so coldly focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Ok, tu m'as eu.
That isn't a good idea. Just drop the knife, and maybe the two of us can talk things out.
She's right, we shouldn't. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can just... The blade tumbles out.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just...
Against your better judgment, we'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Quand est-ce qu'on peut partir déjà?
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall?
Oh putain, la forme où elle a détruit le monde et tout là, qui avait l'air super vénère qu'on a vu dans les fractures. Je me demande si c'est pas un chapitre 3 possible ou justement tu peux lui faire dire qu'elle a détruit le monde dans une des options. On verra bien.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interest.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free. Fine. What do you want to know?
Alors, comment on fait pour la laisser là déjà?
Note the lack of detail.
Oh, have you decided?
You know why.
Ah voilà.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one. I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. Do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
Nope. On s'en va.
You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and
Tu
quickly
mets la porte
barricading
devant.
it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue.
Alors on
But
veut
sleep
surveiller
doesn't
mais on
come.
commence à s'endormir.
Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
Mais on ne tombe pas de sommeil. Enfin, le sommeil ne vient pas. À la place, ton repos est brisé par une voix perçante à travers le mur.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Ah.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of
Merde. Excusez-moi.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Alors c'était juste un rôle, bah vrai tu n'es pas vraiment innocente ou pas dangereuse. Tu n'es même pas une princesse, tu es un monstre.
I can be innocent and harmless if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
C'est vrai.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar.
La porte elle s'ouvre dans l'autre sens en plus, la porte elle servait. Enfin la table elle servait vraiment à rien.
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach.
C'est littéralement un démon de paralysie du sommeil. Littéralement.
Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you.
Alors,
You don't look well. A little green
trop
around
près madame, trop près.
gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark.
And you die. The Nightmare, bah super. Je m'attendais pas à ce que ça continue comme ça, tiens.
In the woods, you're here to slay her.
Elle va me tuer encore.
Again? People don't die twice. If he doesn't remember what happened, then... Shh. What if he hears us?
Ah, c'est encore lui. Oh no.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit.
Shit.
I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on... A warning, before you go any further.
On a déjà eu le paranoïaque. On l'a déjà eu. Est-ce que ça va...
She will lie, she will cheat.
On l'a déjà eu, mais dans un chapitre 3. Là, ça va pas être apothéosis.
Don't believe a word she says.
Oui, on l'a eu avec apothéosis. On l'a eu en chapitre 3. Là, ça va peut-être être pour autre chose.
Cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Well, at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
Oui, on l'a eu en 3e. On l'a eu en chapitre 3. On a eu d'abord le soumis, là. On a eu la voix du soumis. Et après, on a eu le paranoïaque. Et là, il arrive directement, du coup.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone. The interior of the cabin is plain. The smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to... Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time. It's just an empty frame. She's already got an out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it. You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. You reach... Did he
Je sais pas si on pourra faire quelque chose un jour avec le
Clearly
miroir.
there was something in there worth investing. You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the prince. Good. Steel can't lie to us. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something... I don't know.
Une bombe.
Better than a knife?
Oh,
Do we have a bomb? The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Go, hein.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
Je m'attendais pas à ça.
More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes.
C'est vrai qu'elle a des yeux partout.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
À quel point c'est dur de lancer un couteau.
It can't be that hard. But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place, it'll be enough.
Monsieur le narrateur a l'air de penser qu'on peut le faire. Je sais pas pourquoi vous êtes tellement pessimiste. Je peux juste aller dans le vide.
You attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them,
D'accord.
but you're stopped by an invisible force. Why did you do that? What did you think would happen?
Pourquoi t'as fait ça? Qu'est-ce que tu pensais qu'il se passerait? J'étais curieuse.
Congratulations, you really lucked out. Of all the things that could have happened from stepping into a void, nothing is quite possibly the best outcome you could have gotten. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Je lui casse les couilles. Je lui casse trop les couilles.
As you emerge,
Qu'est-ce que
you
c'est que
find
ça?
yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the
Il y a encore
basement
des yeux.
mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite
Mur
directions.
invisible en 2024,
left
littéralement
and right.
injouable.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
Ah non, elle peut pas être partout, il y a des murs invisibles.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Oh non. Non, ne me trouve pas.
You decide it's best to do nothing.
There you are.
Oh putain de bordel de
I
merde.
was going to find you.
Je retire tout ce que j'ai dit juste avant. Pitié, ne me trouvez pas. Laissez-moi partir. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça?
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
Même le narrateur il panique du coup. Qu'est-ce que vous avez fait? Concentrez-vous, elle est pas supposée être comme ça.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Heart. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want to... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. You sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead, even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands.
Putain, on entend la voix de l'autre qui répète en
End
boucle.
this before it's too late. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
En fait, il fait fonctionner notre corps. Hein.
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
Si tu veux qu'on travaille ensemble, est-ce que tu peux pas au moins arrêter Cette histoire d'arrêter tous mes organes.
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Nerves.
Je suis ce que je suis, c'est pas ma faute si tu peux pas supporter être près de moi.
Liver.
Ok.
Nerves. Heart. Lungs. Liver. Nerves. Heart. Lungs. Liver. Nerves. Heart. Lungs. Liver. Nerves.
Est-ce qu'on peut empirer le cauchemar? Je ne ferai rien, je ne ferai rien de tout ça. Je ne t'aiderai pas à partir et je ne vais pas essayer de te tuer. Alors fais de ton mieux. Tu peux juste jeter la lame et rester avec ton cauchemar.
Are you serious? You fling the blade into the void, denying yourself the opportunity to ever slay her and finish your mission. Nobody's happy here, but maybe it's for the best.
Personne n'est heureux ici, mais c'est peut-être le mieux.
You poor deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not? I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down.
Ah oui, d'accord.
You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken. No.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career.
On voit des...
Recognition from your peers. Here one moment. Gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out.
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
On voit son cauchemar à elle aussi, du coup.
This is all too much. I can't keep going. You can't keep going? What
Et à
are you
lui
talking
aussi.
about?
Oops, I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
On a tout cassé. On a tout cassé le jeu.
In the shit. What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing? There was a princess, I think. It's all so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember.
The Broken, c'était lui la victime. On les a inversés cette fois. C'est rigolo.
You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you? I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out. No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her. Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we? Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything.
Ils sont 4 cette fois.
No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think. We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart? We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere. There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything. We love her, so we have to set her free. Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us? To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love.
Ils sont tous là?
Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us.
Non, effectivement.
This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
Une bonne question.
Many times. It feels like we've been here forever. But it also feels like we've barely been here at all. It doesn't matter. Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine. It won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you. There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on.
Je me souviens juste d'avoir été là 2 fois.
What does here even mean if you really think about it? Shut up. You were here. Every single time. You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order. And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged. You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget. I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really. You slowly make your way through the umbral forest.
Désolé, je sais pas quoi dire, il se passe trop de trucs bizarres là.
As you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill.
Il voit toujours pas le miroir.
No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there. Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it. He always lies. And he always makes it gone. Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do. She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose. They've been hurt too much. It's why they are the way they are. Exactly. They are delusions, and all that catering to them will do is drag you down to their level. You have to keep moving. Or you could just give up. You walk up the hill, hesitating.
Voilà, on va enfin faire quelque chose du miroir.
The cabin. The cabin that isn't there. You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it. Smash it to
On va
pieces.
foutre le bordel.
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free. It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it. Just do something. It doesn't matter what. Proceed? Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific. That's a new one. Do you think it'll work? Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them. And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see? We're one step closer to her. The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure they're in. Wrong and unsettling as it may be, the only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. Take it. It's the only way forward.
Vous avez déjà tout essayé. Est-ce que vous vous en souvenez?
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth. You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep. Deep in the bowels of the earth.
Oh putain.
You see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread. It's her. She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
You really are a coward.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
Bah, elle va sortir d'elle-même, quoi, finalement.
When I said that way back when, you know that, right?
Closer.
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
And closer.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
And closer.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. So what's left is for you to take me away. And let me out. It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too. A witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything. Now don't pose. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
Juste un objet, un outil. Bon ben, on n'a pas trop le choix, hein.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you. The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
I didn't think I'd be so tired. Why is it so cold?
Et hop là.
She's gone. Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost. That mirror's back. What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away just like her. Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they? Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here. Finally, we can smash it. Oh, will you stop with the smashing? What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves. Yeah. I think I'd like that. Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
C'est marrant, pour une fois, il a pas peur, le héros.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it.
En même temps, après tout ce qui s'est passé, je pense qu'un miroir, ça va.
It feels okay. The fear's gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep. I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't. Boys, it's been an honor.
Vraiment, le contrarian, il est trop chaotique, je l'aime beaucoup. It's you. Despite everything.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel. Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that there is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you bring me more perspectives.
En fait, là, c'est que des trucs qu'on lui a déjà demandé, on est d'accord. Hein.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Ben voilà.
You're on a path.
Ah, on lui a pas ramené The
in the
Nightmare,
woods.
c'est The Moment of
And at
Clarity.
the end of that path is a cabin.
Possiblement
And in the
une autre
basement of that
forme.
cabin
Encore pire.
is a princess.
Terrible. Ben voilà. C'était trop bizarre, c'était terrifiant. On va peut-être essayer de trouver un truc plus calme pour la prochaine. Des bisous YouTube.